My name is Mason.
I'm Remy.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Scotty McCreery.
Scotty McCreery,
right.
the American Idol in the studio. Looking forward to game one of the World Series tonight.
Oh yeah, it's a big game tonight, and it's I get the honor of singing the National Anthem tonight, so that's a huge deal for me. But I'm a baseball fan, so I'm looking forward to getting in the seats and watching the game.
We were gonna get into that as you walked in. You said, "What's with all the Cardinals gear?"
I said I liked it. I like the baseball atmosphere. It's
Well, what's your team?
My team. My dad grew up about 45 minutes north of Boston, so he raised me all things New England. But they're not in it this year, so
I was gonna say apologies on that.
Yeah, that was a rough because I know a couple of Red Sox fans who were feeling the pain at the end.
That was a bad night.
Well, we're gonna get your World Series prediction coming up a little bit later on.
Alrighty.
What was going on like 2 years ago? Last year was the Idol thing, right? Like you were gearing up for that. 2 years ago, you were how old?
16.
Were you like at this time? Were you just like every other 16-year-old kid, probably going, "What am I going to be for Halloween?"
Yeah, well, by then the 16-year-olds they're too cool to dress up, so we're handing out candy by then.
Okay,
but, it was a good time. October is a fun time for me.
2 years ago, were you watching just hanging out watching the World Series?
Of course, watching with the boys.
2 years later, a #1 album.
It's insane how life can change, man. It's
In just 2 short years. The new single we're going to play here, actually, "The Trouble with Girls." Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's a sweet song, man. I remember the night I put it out. We put it out at midnight, and I announced it at like 11 or 10 that night on Twitter, and all the girls were like, "What do you mean we're trouble? We're not trouble." And once they heard the song, they heard how sweet it was, and talking about all the good things about girls, they liked it. So
we went to Facebook to get a bunch of questions, and I mean, #1, are you sick of hearing about who you're dating yet? Are you done with that?
You know, I've heard that every day since the finale, so I'm just kind of getting used to it.
Well, do you want to confirm or deny, or do you just still want to play the political answer?
There's nothing to even talk about. I mean, that's why I feel bad because everybody asks about it, and I have no new news to talk about. So
see, that's it. Everybody goes, "What do you want?" Well, you know, what do fans want to know? And so the question we get the most. So I had to bring it up.
Yeah.
Well,
definitely.
it's got to be overwhelming. I mean, we put it up on Facebook. We said, "Do you have any questions for Scotty McCreery?" And about 5 or 6 out of the 25 that we got just this morning say, "Marry me?" ?
Yeah.
So I gotta say, it's probably not that hard to find ladies.
You'd be surprised.
Carla asked about touring for the new album. You got some plans to play shows?
Yeah, we're heading out with Brad Paisley, and that's a huge deal to me. I actually got the chance to see him in Raleigh right before, or actually it's last night of H2O2. But it's gonna be a fun time. He's on top right now, so it'll be nice to learn from him.
Well, we got a lot of Facebook questions, and I know you use the Twitter. What do we got to do to get a tweet from Scotty McCreery?
Tweet? I'll look for you. I've actually seen y'all's tweets. The Bull, y'all are tweeting that I was here and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
man. Yeah. And I wondered if you were going to say anything, but if we could get a little shout out for at Mason Show and at Remy Radio, and of course at Scotty McCreery.
All righty,
that would be fantastic.
We'll do whatever we can to associate ourselves with you.
We had Lauren asked on Facebook. She said, "Are you going to go back and play some baseball with the Blue Crew this season?"
I'll be back. It's looking like I'll be back for about 3/4 of the game. We've looked at the schedule, for right now, so I might be out of shape, or I might be rusty, but I'll be back.
So what position do you play?
I was a pitcher.
Okay.
I was a pitcher. I wasn't no carpenter, but I was a pitcher.
You throwing the gas, or are you more of like the scientist? I'm throwing the curveballs,
exactly.
knuckleballs.
That was me. I didn't have the gas, but I could spot it and I could trick you.
All right.
I like that.
Yeah. I wish you were kind of throwing out the first pitch tonight too. I'd like to see that.
Oh, I wish we could go. I wish the weather was better. We could go play some wiffle ball out in the parking lot.
That'd be awesome. Nice. All right, let's get to it. World Series prediction. Of course, you're in St. Louis right now. Don't let that affect your answer, but that better affect your answer. Who do you think's going to win the World Series?
For me, I don't have a dog in the hunt right now because my team's not here. So being in St. Louis, singing the National Anthem here, and seeing how y'all are playing good right now.
Oh yeah,
and I'd have to go with y'all.
Yeah, man.
So St. Louis, and how many games?
I see the series going down to 7.
Yeah, me too.
This is a big series. Everybody, on ESPN and stuff, they're like, "Oh, the Phillies are out, the Sox, no Yankees." But this is shaping up to be a good series.
To come from 10 games back like a month before the playoffs.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This town's been crazy, and you're going to see it when you get downtown tonight to Busch. It's going to be an insane sea of red. The first ladies in town. Look at this. The American Idol's in town.
I know, right?
Let me tell you, this was the first place we went to St. Louis on tour for the Idols tour, and I didn't go on stage till 9:15, 9:30 because I was the last thing to come out. So we snuck out and we walked to Busch, and we were hiding. I had the hat down low. We were walking, and we went to see like 5 or 6 innings, and then walked back. And I went 15 minutes later. I was singing on stage, but Yes, we've been to Busch this year already.
That's awesome. So not everywhere you get mobbed, you're still able to sneak around.
Yeah, as long as I keep my head low. And somebody will say something, we just kind of give them the shh.
Don't tell anybody.
You never know. You might be sitting next to Scotty McCreery tonight at the game.
Right? And you'll probably be touching him because he's going to be wearing like 17 layers of clothing.
Everybody's going to be bundled up.
That right.
Thank you. I know we got some winners here to meet you, and we appreciate you guys stopping by. And best of luck to you on the new album, man, and congrats.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all having me.